Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Rick. I got a video today from Manosphere Highlights Daily. Ali Wong is the perfect example of why modern women are broken and men are tired. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. See that, ciao. It's chow time. This is actually from my girlfriend. She watched this special with Ali Wong and she hated it. She's been with me for a little bit now and she sees the things that I see and she was just like, oh my God, she's a horrible person. She's like a modern woman. And I'm like, yeah, girl. Like even some of her specials like point to that she is very dick envy, penis envy of men. And she wants to be literally a man in a sense, or has the capabilities of men without being judged like a woman.
I really went on a tear when I first got divorced. You missed it. I was on sale. I'm not trying to trap a man anymore. I've been married for 10 years, so I had that like just got out of prison energy, you know? A divorced mom just wants to get digged down.
Yeah, my girl actually watched this in her dentist's office when she was getting her teeth cleaned and she hated it. She wanted to change it while she was watching this comedy special and she realized so many women are like this. And she is proud to be this way, which makes it even worse.
If you ask a random person whether modern dating is broken, there's a high chance they'll agree. Google dating app fatigue and you'll find an abundance of articles, blog posts, and videos addressing this phenomenon.
Makes sense.
It's interesting to see the different reasons why, but one thing is clear: modern dating is exhausting, especially for men.
Yep.
Ali Wong isn't just a comedian. Her story is a case study on what's broken about modern dating today.
I actually think all of Ali Wong's special are very great case studies of modern women and the stages in life that they get to when during marriage, becoming successful, divorce, all that. She is pretty much the epitome of everything.
Especially for men, from dating apps to divorce. Her experiences show exactly why so many men are tired. In her Netflix special, Single Lady, she lays it all out, revealing exactly what's wrong with today's dating scene. She takes us through her post-divorce journey after splitting from her husband in 2022, an event that came soon after her previous show, Dawn Wong, where she already hinted at why 70 to 80% of divorces are initiated by women and why she left her ex-husband. Of course, it's comedy, and the best comedy is grounded in truth. We're gonna break down this special through a red pill lens to get into the real issues here. Disclaimer, Patreon gang salute! You'll get the full, unfiltered version of this video, as we can't play the audio due to copyright restrictions. The YouTube version is gonna be a bit chopped up to avoid claims, but we'll still provide commentary and highlights throughout. Let's get into it.
Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do. Because we men, ain't we? We men, ain't we?
It's been a very interesting past 2 years. I got divorced in 2022.
Right off the bat, we experience what's broken. The crowd is cheering for her divorce.
Yep.
What a messed up world we live in when people cheer for breaking up a family, especially if you understand her reasons behind it. Even Ali Wong was surprised by the crowd's reaction.
And I didn't expect the news of my divorce to be so widespread and public.
Ali Wong is a hypocrite because, like I said earlier, in her Dawn Wong Netflix special, she openly talked about wanting to divorce her ex-husband. She basically set the stage for it, creating anticipation.
I actually knew this was coming from the one before this one, the baby one. And then I barely watched this one. I did not watch the newest one. Female comedians, you know, even my girlfriend was like, oh, all she talked about was sex and her vagina and all these things. This is what I told her. That's what most female comedians have, is sex and like these types of jokes. They can't make a lot of these other observation type jokes because they don't have that kind of skill, just in my own opinion.
And now it's reality. The crazy part? She went public herself.
And I felt really embarrassed and ashamed.
Shame
Sure
and
you did.
embarrassment used to be major reasons people stayed together, but now it's no longer a problem in modern society to break vows and divorce the father of your two daughters. This shows how far we've come. The crowd cheering for divorce is a clear sign that society no longer values commitment. What used to be a source of shame has now become a cause for celebration.
But I didn't realize that all of these media outlets were acting like a bat signal. And I've never been pursued this much in my life. And now there's all these men after my divorced mom energy.
Yeah, they just want your freaking cat. They don't want to deal with a woman like you. You're a miserable woman to deal with just from looking at your comedy specials, girl.
A divorced mom just wants to get digged down.
This is exactly why she got divorced, because she wanted to ride that hot dog carousel
She
and
did.
replace her husband with a higher status man. 3/4 of this stand-up is about the men she had sex with.
So he flew to LA and I the shit out of him. It was so good that I decided to fly to Chicago 2 weeks later to him again. Okay, I'm gonna you like 6 more times. In the past 2 years, I a lot of dudes named Blake.
It seems like the strength of female
Blake, I wonder if they're white or Asians.
comedians today is to focus on their adventures in the bedroom. But let's focus on what triggers this promiscuous behavior.
It's just female comedians. That's all they have to talk about because that's all that they're relevant for is sex and the bedroom stuff. They have no other contribution to comedy.
Like Wong said herself, I've never been pursued this much in my life. This is a big factor in why modern dating is broken. The average woman today is getting pursued or at least given attention more than ever in the history of mankind. What do you think that does to the psyche of the average woman? Ali
Makes
Wong
them
is
think
an
they're
average
tens.
looking woman getting above average attention from men. Of course, she wants to get digged down. However, this doesn't come without consequences.
I'm not trying to trap a man anymore. I really went on a tear when I first got divorced. You missed it. And my standards were strategically low.
She was married for 10 years. Like I've said many times on this channel, you do not build equity with women. It doesn't matter what you did 10 years ago, 5 years ago, or even last
Equity sets every 24 hours, boys.
month. It's all about what you've done for her lately. And lately, times have changed. Like Ali Wong said, she's not trying to trap a man anymore. Her husband has become superfluous, no longer necessary to provide her primary needs. Because those needs are covered elsewhere, it's easier for her to step out of the marriage. And it doesn't matter that her ex-husband is the father of their 2 kids. No equity. This trend is global. The moment society allows women to survive without directly depending on their husbands, divorce percentages skyrocket, proving that women as a group are not loyal. Now, to add insult to injury, Ali Wong says she was on sale after her divorce and her standards were strategically low. We recently did a video of a woman emphasizing this exact point. Check this out.
And to all the girls, as a woman, I see a lot of women out there where they're trying to sell themselves, their bodies, as if that's the only word that they have. And for them, it means like it's nothing. And can be with any men they want, can be with any boy they want. And sort of like, I don't know, just like it feels like women nowadays think they're like cheap items on sale. That's it.
So, if women are selling themselves cheaply, purely for pleasure, without long-term commitment, men are left asking, what's the value of commitment? Traditionally, sex was tied to commitment, which in turn was tied to building something lasting, family, security, companionship. But if women give it up casually, as Wong portrays, men feel less obligated to offer loyalty or resources to women seeking commitment. Why commit when there are plenty of women like Ali Wong willing to offer sex without strings? Why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? And to take it a step further, why commit if
Someone said, like, why do we use this analogy if men are doing it too? No, there's not very many men out there that are getting free milk in a sense. Most men are not getting free milk. They have to earn their milk and they're buying it at the store. They're not getting milk from women like in droves like that. So this is why the men that can get milk, they're not gonna buy it. They're not the men that have to buy a cow.
She can divorce you on any given Sunday. This is another major reason why modern dating is broken.
Yeah, come on, man. You gotta pay for the first date. I do have some standards when it comes to getting dick down. I know that sounds crazy because I'm a millionaire.
Women know this sounds crazy, and this is exactly why men are tired of modern dating. These so-called strong and independent women have no interest in taking on the responsibilities men have been shouldering forever. Paying for the first date and for dates in general is a key test for women to see if a man is generous and willing to spend his resources on her. It's just female nature in action, and it doesn't change even if she's a millionaire.
Yep.
But here's the kicker. It's not just about paying for the date. The man is still expected to ask her out, plan something interesting, and make the whole experience engaging. He's still expected to woo her. Yet, when men ask for financial independence from women or expect women to contribute equally, they're often seen as cheap or unmanly. Men who are financially secure but choose not to spoil women with gifts or lavish spending are shamed, while Wong is celebrated for her independence, even though she still expects men to foot the bill. This blatant double standard is why modern dating is broken. Now let's get into another key factor. Simp Jutsu Master.
Oh man, I love this. Shout outs to you, Manosphere Highlights Daily. I love this right here. This is a really good picture of the Simp Jutsu show. We got everybody. We got an Asian guy, we got a black guy, we got a white guy. We just need an Hispanic guy, and it covers most of the bases of the Simp Jutsu.
In this next segment, she's going to explain the impact of black belts and Simp Jutsu ruining modern dating. We're gonna let her talk for almost 2.5 minutes. Disclaimer: due to copyright restrictions on YouTube, we cannot allow her to speak for 2.5 minutes in this video as it results in content blocking. Therefore, we have created a YouTube-friendly version. However, we highly recommend watching the original footage as her explanation is pure gold.
This man had sent me a bouquet of flowers that was this big. He sent a flower arrangement the size of me. He sent me 6 giant flower arrangements. And then I told all my male friends, and they were like, that dude sounds like a psychopath. That's how cheap and lazy men have become. Any romantic gesture, it must be a symptom of an undiagnosed mental illness.
No. It's a symptom of Simp Jutsu. And by the way, the man who she's talking about here is her current boyfriend, Bill Hader. Simp Jutsu masters are a big reason why women file the most divorces. Check this out.
Bill Hader confirms rekindled romance with comedian Ali Wong. Last December, sources previously told Page 6 that the couple were an item at least 2 months ago but had already called it quits.
Last December, as in December 2022. This article is from April 2023. This guy was already in the holster. Ali Wong was monkey branching. Watch our video about women having rosters and you will get valuable insight into how these women keep in touch with men even though they are already in a relationship. The Simp Jutsu keeps providing all that free attention for a woman who doesn't even deserve it. A woman who is already married. What do you think this is doing to her psyche? She will think that she deserves better and can do better because the Simp Jutsus are always there giving her that free attention to prop up her ego. So there will always be black belts and Simp Jutsu looking to wife up these LQWs, low quality women, and bring down the quality of the dating market. It's hard to find a quality woman for a man with standards.
Many wasted hours of my life having to sit next to these Insta hosts. And no woman who looks like that has ever looked at him. And these Insta hosts, they're smart. So to look out for their future, they sink their pussy teeth into my friend's bald ass head as a potential to go far with his podcast and not sign a prenup.
This is a prime example of how women not only compete with each other, but also struggle when they get a taste of their own medicine. When Ali Wong trapped her successful ex-husband, it was celebrated. But now that Insta-hoes are doing the same thing to her less attractive friends, it's suddenly unbearable. This is the cold truth, guys.
She did talk about this in her first special about that.
Women have a plan. They often have an exit strategy, which is why they throw tantrums when asked to sign a prenup, because you're disrupting that plan. This is also why we're labeled misogynists for educating men about female nature and urging them to protect themselves. It's uncomfortable for women when men wake up to these truths. And with more men becoming aware, it contributes to the brokenness of modern dating, because men understand these women don't truly love them. They're operating from self-interest.
I have to say, it's very nice to feel so loved and adored after being ignored by men. I've received flowers, bags, jewelry. How can you accept that? I'm like, oh, it's easy. I just accept it, you know? I don't see how refusing 24 karat gold is the more empowering option. Thank you so much. And then you just take the necklace and then you walk away. Or you suck their d. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
This perfectly highlights how women take advantage of men's generosity. Further contributing.
This is the part where if men weren't so generous, even men, if someone was going to give you something without little in return, are most people going to deny that or say no? Very few people will. Not everybody has moral standings to say, I don't want to take it because it's probably taking advantage of you. And you probably think that you might want something in return later. But no, women aren't thinking that anymore. They just want the free stuff.
Contributing to the destruction of modern dating. The foodie call, where women use men for free meals, is a prime example of this exploitation. It's interesting how women now react with outrage when men are no longer chivalrous, even though they're the ones who killed it. Check this out.
Like, bring back masculinity. Bring it back. Where is she? I miss her. Bring back chivalry. Bring
Her.
back gentleman-like. And I know people are going to be like, well, that was feminism.
Is this like a new thing where nobody wants to go to dinner anymore? Like nobody wants to do dinner dates? Nobody wants to go on dinner dates anymore. I love dinner dates.
I always thought that was craziness. Like I always thought that it was just people talking. But here I am now sitting and it's like my real reality. I was like, this happens? A man could ask you on a date and then split the bill and think that that's okay?
So, Ali Wong's story is a warning sign for men. If we keep letting this dynamic play out, where women get to have it all without giving anything back, men will continue to be exhausted and frustrated by modern dating. It's time for men to protect themselves, see the reality, and avoid getting played. In the next video, we'll dive deeper into why Ali Wong is the perfect agent of chaos in modern dating, and how her behavior reflects the larger issues men are facing today. You won't want to miss it, so make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell for part 2.
I really hope you guys enjoy the Manosphere Highlights Daily segments. I try to get the very most informative ones out there. They might not be as entertaining as the other videos, but I learned so much and I'm hoping you guys are learning too. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Thank you.